All right, here we go. We're back. Grab My Banner Boxing Championship podcast. We just had one of the craziest Grab My Banner Boxing Championships. Number 6 was insane. Brian was a part of it. Unfortunately, something went horribly, horribly wrong, and I'm not sure why. You can check out the blog. #round 2. What happened there?
I don't know. I think I'm still concussed.
Yeah, that was.
I
you
watched,
had him.
Listen, I watched. Wasn't that after the McGregor fight?
No, that was before.
No. Okay, well, I was anticipating the McGregor fight, and I wanted to be McGregor.
And lose it in round 2.
How'd you know?
Well.
No. It was honestly like I think I got one no reg, but that's no excuse.
You were so close.
I was up, and I fucked up. I lost track of him, I think, one time. I'm trying to remember. I'm struggling.
Yeah, okay, so here's exactly what happened. Round 1, Brian goes into the ring, runs into the fence, and still pulls out the dub. It was miraculous.
That
It was great.
sounds like me.
Then, after the round ended, he ran straight into the fence. I swear to God, it's like the fence is your lover or something. You just killed yourself.
I did that on purpose. Because
No, I know you did that on purpose, but that was your celebration.
I ran into the fence, still killed him, so I ran back into the fence to gloat and kill myself.
Yeah. I actually, in the blog, one of my favorite lines in it was I said, Brian is on the fence more than your girlfriend trying to pick out what to eat. By far my favorite line.
Wow. That, you described my life very well.
Yes, I did.
Damn,
So then,
Angie's going to listen to this and be like, what the fuck? And I'm going to get hit.
so round 1 goes Brian's way. And I got to be honest with you. Even though you lost, you were the better fighter. You were by far the better fighter.
I've got some things in the works for Grab My Banner Boxing Championship, and I can tell you right now, I'm coming back. I'm coming back swinging, and I am taking my spot on that list. And not only that, but there's current talks of setting up a contract with one of the new fighters up and coming, where I might be able to get some coaching in and bring my protege with me up in the ranks.
Good God.
Ooh.
Good God. Anyway,
Master
we
in
move
Chief.
on from round 2, and we move on to round 3, where once again, Brian, it looked like he had it. Your strat on round 3, it looked like you were like, fuck it, I'm going to go aggressive right now. And you did well. It's just when you do, we've all talked about it. When you go head to head and you just go for the aggression thing, it really comes down to connection. And I think your connection just didn't hit at the right time.
I think what it was I either no-regged the last hit or I was just slightly behind a ping. Because on my screen, it was a hit. Mm-hmm. It was a clean, straightforward hit. There was no dancing involved, nothing like that. It was a hit. I got the sound effects from it and everything. I don't know if my ping was worse or I got a no-reg on it, but something there and I lost it. But regardless, in those fights, you have to be willing to understand when you're doing trade-offs, sometimes you're going to lose. That's why it's not a for-sure strategy. Our guys that have made it to the top to do it have something where I don't know what it is that Benny and Coochie do with that Bloodhound that allow them to trade like that. I try to give it a shot, and it's so easy to get edged out. The fact that they do it so consistently is impressive.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, let's move on to the power rankings list. And we'll start at number 1. Coochie Lord, once again, is holding that top spot. He didn't fight this week, so if he can't make it on the next one, he's going to have to be relegated down until he can come back. But for right now, he's holding on to the number 1 spot, and I think deservedly so. Number 2 is interesting. It is now Midas. Midas has battled his way all the way up the rankings list. He's probably the first one to ever go from outside the rankings list up into the top 3. He is now number 2 as he defeated Benny Boy 69 in a 5-round fight. It wasn't a 3-round fight. It was a 5-round fight, and he defeated him 3 rounds to 1. It was
That's insane.
sound.
What did he use?
He used I'd have to go back and look. I'm blanking on it right now, but I don't think he used Bloodhound.
Was it Rise?
No, I think he used Pathfinder.
Pathfinder?
No. Here's what happened. This entire tournament, everybody was using Revenant. Literally everyone. The first 2 rounds, Midas used Revenant, and then he switched to Pathfinder, which is the one we'd usually seen him use, and then he finished it off with Pathfinder, I believe. So he goes into the number 2 spot. Number 3 is Benny Boy 69. Number 4 is Cookie, the original Revenant user. He's moved all the way up into the next few spots. He created a strat where he dropped the totem outside of the ring while he was still in it, and it threw literally all of his opponents off. All of them. Nobody understood how to combat it to the point where everybody was trying and switching to the Revenant to try and combat it. They couldn't do it. Cookie has really come up with something that people are struggling to figure out.
He was putting the actual ultimate outside of the ring, activating it. So if they wanted to use his ultimate, they had to essentially put themselves in such a dangerous position to where they couldn't use it.
Well, the other thing that Cookie does well is when he puts it down, he doesn't get sent back out of his shadow form. It's like a crazy stat. It's like, just don't die. That's his strat, is like, don't get out of the shadow form. And he never does. He's so good at what he's been doing with that that Revenant. It's really changed the face of the GMBBC. We move on to number 5, which is Nexus Radiant. He did show up this time and fought Cookie. He unfortunately lost, but he still retains the top 5 position. Then we move down to number 6, BBOGR. 7 is Chicken Wing. 8 is Maddox. 9 is Tokir. Tokir is making his name back onto the top 10 list. And number 10, Shadowstorm, a.k.a. Allie, our favorite Discord woman who runs it all, makes it all work. She's the best. She made it into the top 10 by defeating the guy who Brian lost to.
Don't do this, Allie. I'm sorry. I gotta come for you. I don't want to.
Is this a call out?
But yeah, it was 100% a call out. I already said I'm coming for that number 10 spot. I didn't realize you were in it. I'm sorry I got to do this to you and make your time on the list so short-lived. But I'm coming for you. Even if you beat Tokir, I'm still going to take that 9 spot from you. There's not a chance. You're not going to be able to escape past my grasp.
I got to say, she used the Brian Octane strat pretty damn well.
That's fine, because I know how to counter it. I made it.
Okay. So Shadowstorm, you hear that? Allie back at home, you are being challenged. You are being challenged by the man himself. Hashtag round 2. Hashtag round 2. But I got to say this, Brian. As many times as you've messed up and as many times as you've died in the ring, I am exponentially worse. And it showed today, or on that event. I decided, hey, you know what? We got some time to kill. I'll fight some boys. And we had the betting going really well. Before I get into that whole thing, gotta say, everybody who bet and participated in the betting, thank you so much. It was extremely fun. We got a segment coming up called Bad Beats. We'll go through some of the worst bets in the boxing tournament. But for now, thank you to everyone who participated. Thank you to Schmozzy, our number 1 mod, for setting those up. It was extremely fun.
Thanks, Schmoz.
But I gotta say, I might be the worst boxer ever.
Should I take you under my wing?
You might have to. I asked Schmozzy to do it, and he kind of rejected me, and it kind of hurt.
I do. So for who I'm wanting to train, I do need a partner in it, because for them to go against certain strategies, I need somebody else to play the Watson occasionally to set up the fences and keep the fences up. So training is actually a 3-party thing if you're trying to work around the fences.
So
I'm
you're
thinking about
making
taking...
So it's kind of like I'm being trained, but I have to do the dirty work first. I have to set up the fences for you before I can actually get trained.
Well, no, it's trade-off. And there's going to be times where I play the Watson because I want to watch you and my other protege fight, and I want to see how you guys do against each other and that.
I got to say, I didn't run into the fence particularly. I got hit into it, and I got to say, I didn't realize how close it is. You really don't realize it till you're in it.
You don't, because you don't have that feel of it, and it makes a big difference.
Yes, and so I've fought Kyle a few times, but we didn't put fences up.
No.
When you're in the fence, you don't realize how close that bitch is to you. When you get punched into it, you're like, fuck, dude. Like I didn't even think it was that close. Mm-hmm. So I got to say that. I might be the worst of all time, but I called all these stupid little kids out, and I'm going to beat all their asses once I get trained by Brian.
We'll see if we can hop in it sometime this week. You're going to need some work.
I'm going to need some work.
You're going to need some work.
Listen, I trained.
It might not be this upcoming boxing championship that Wyatt is ready.
Well, hold on, Brian. I talked a lot of shit, and I kind of made some promises that I have to keep.
You might fight, but you might get your ass beat.
I also fought Midas like 7 times, and he's the number 2 fighter right now, and I got shit on.
But that's just Midas.
Yeah, but he's the number 2 fighter.
Yeah, like I said, just Midas. He's just another Pathfinder. I can take him.
Brian, don't do this.
Oh, jeez, Brian, don't be
Are you calling out multiple people right now?
I got to climb the list first, but I want Midas to know that I'm coming for his number 1 spot.
Dude.
soon to be number one spot at this rate if Coochie
Whoa,
doesn't
whoa,
show
whoa,
up.
whoa,
Well,
whoa.
Coochie hasn't shown up. Listen,
Hey.
I think he might be scared.
No,
he might
ain't
see something in
scared of
Midas
shit.
and be a little worried.
Coochie Lord, I'm telling you, Coochie Lord ain't scared of shit. Coochie Lord shit in his cereal in the morning and come and kill you, bro.
Why would he shit in his own cereal? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't know why he said that, but it
don't
was
know.
kind of funny.
Yeah, kind of went with it. Anyways,
Either way,
he's
listen,
gonna shit in your cereal and then
if
come and
you're-
kill you.
My point is, if you're on the top 10 list, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm going to take number one. My proteges are going to be 2 and 3. Wyatt, you're probably going to be third, to be real. But
Why doesn't anybody want to train my ass? This
I no,
sucks.
I said I would train you.
I'm not trying to be third on the list.
Listen,
okay? I
it's not
lost
my
to
fault.
a guy. I lost to Richie. Okay, he
Listen,
doesn't even play.
Listen,
Oh, no.
that's natural talent. You can't compete with natural talent.
Richie sucks. Okay, that's how I know I suck. Is Richie sucks, and I was like, he beat me 2 times. I was like, oh
dude.
fuck, and he whooped my ass.
Dude, why are you going down this rabbit hole if you
I have
know
to.
that you have no aptitude?
Dude, I have to do it.
Okay.
Listen.
I have
Alright.
to do it.
We'll do it. We'll get you trained up, and we'll take 1, 2, and 3. And I'm sorry, the students can't beat the master, so it's just you're not going to beat me out. But you might be able to take Richie's
We'll cross
too.
that bridge when we come to it. Here's what I will say though: if you want to talk about shit in your cereal, you talk about Corn Pops. That cereal sucks. It's one of the worst cereals of all time. I just had to say that because people like Corn Pops out there.
Corn Pops
corn
are
pops.
trash.
Which ones are corn pops?
The stupid fucking air yellow.
Dude, I fucking love those.
You like corn
They're
pops?
delicious.
Why you
You're
like corn
fucking
pops?
kidding.
Bro, they're just sweet little puffs of air that work well. Like you just got to eat them fast so they don't get soggy.
Corn Pops fucking suck.
Corn
Well, you
Pops
also don't
blow.
eat. You don't have milk in your cereal. You
Yeah.
think milk is a sauce?
It is
it's
a
not
sauce.
a sauce.
In
It's
cereal,
not
Milk
a
is
sauce.
not a
It's
sauce.
not a
It's
sauce.
a sauce when it's in the cereal. That's where it's at. If you just drink it on a cup on the side, then it's a drink. It is a beverage. When you put it in the cereal, you're putting it. What do you do with sauces? You
I
put
thought
it
you were a
on
sauce guy
stuff.
now.
I am a sauce guy, but I
So
still
don't you like milk in your?
When I say I'm a sauce guy now, that means I still have to be introduced to a lot of different sauces.
Have you not been
just-
introduced to this?
No, I just became a sauce guy.
I'm going to pour you. I'm going to bring cereal with milk on the next podcast. I'm going to buy the little thing that has like the Cracker Jack, the 5-6 different boxes in it. I'm going to make you try a bunch of different cereals on this podcast. And you know what? When you end up liking it, that's going to be your boxing nickname. The name of that cereal with milk.
Okay.
Where your boxing name is just going to be with milk.
Yeah, just with milk.
I think my boxing name should be something sick, like
With milk.
With
fucking.
milk.
No, I think it's going to be with
It's
milk.
going to be Apple Jacks with milk.
Fucking Wolverine. Fucking.
He's going to be.
Mine is Rick Ross.
Because you remind me of Rick Ross.
Why do I, how
What?
do, he's a fat.
I'm gonna have to cut that. I think here's why I named you Rick Ross. I think if you were a rapper, the closest rapper you'd be to is Rick Ross.
So you think I'd just get on the mic and be like, boss, and then just rap off a bunch of stuff about driving Bentleys?
Did he not just sound perfect doing that right
Kyle,
It
now?
was pretty good.
Kyle, I've heard you try to rap before. That's
It's
pretty.
you're Rick
close.
Ross.
Sorry, I'm probably Rick Ross.
And does Rick Ross ever go? And I'm going really fast, and I'm going really hard.
Hey,
That's
probably.
Kyle's like crutch, like
That's
his
my
crutch.
lines.
And whenever he's stuck and he's trying to rap, he immediately goes to that and talks about how fast and hard he's rapping, and it's just saying that he's going fast and hard. There's nothing.
You gotta respect it.
Respect.
I mean, listen, that's better than I can do by a mile, but at the same time,
Rick Ross does the same thing, but instead he just talks about driving Bentleys.
Which is fine. You know, which
Totally
is
fine.
Which is totally fine. Let's move on to our brand new segment, which is called Bad Beats. Let me find it real quick. There it is. So let's go to the segment Bad Beats, and there was a lot of bad beats, especially on me and Brian. A lot of people put money on me, thinking I was going to pull through, and I didn't. And then I was like, let me go again. I got this, and then I didn't. And then I said, let me go again, and I didn't. And then I didn't another time. But let's start
how
off.
many losses do you have on your record?
I literally lost like 5 times. It was bad.
Why? You know how hard we're
Did
gonna
you
have to
ever
train to get
actually
you.
win?
I won 1 round.
Why? We're gonna have to train
Wait,
so
time
hard.
Out.
One
One
round.
round?
1 round against the guy Brian lost to in round 2, and he's not good.
Time out.
Trappy Patty.
One round, though.
I
Not
only
even
won-
a full...
I
Not
only
even a
won
fight,
1
but a
round.
round.
I just
Why?
won 1 round.
I want you to know.
Yeesh.
Do you realize how hard it's going to be to get you to a positive record because of this?
I'm fine.
I'm going to have a fighter. dude. I'm gonna have to get you to a positive record before I can even have you try the list.
My record is lost. My record is fuck. My record.
Listen,
it's
you
lost.
gotta-
I'm just trying to get one win in there.
Wow, you're
Dude,
like
we're gonna take it one at a time, but dude, fucking shit. I didn't know what I signed myself up for.
that's.
I lost
comes
5
from the guy who
fights.
cared about his record.
Well, my betting record. I lost 5 fights in the matter of like 13 minutes.
You care about your betting record, but not the people who bet on you. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, starting with me, the first bad beat and one of the worst bad beats was Tokir putting 3K on me and losing. He deserved it, though, because I put 100 bones on
That's
him.
right. He
grabbed my banner
definitely deserved
5 or 4.
He definitely
and
deserved
he
it.
deserved it. That's my defense to that. So that's what you get, Tokir. He actually wrote a blog about it, and I was trying to post it, and he didn't give me his email. So I need him to, because that'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Some other bad beats that we had was our man Rain. Good God. This man Rain started off low. He probably had 300 points. Got all the way up to like 2,000 right before the main event started. And then after the main event started, he literally lost every single bet. And he ended, I think, with 3 bones left.
Listen, fucking Rain. He was on a downward trend with his bets and has the audacity to put a bet on me. You know what kind of bad juju you just brought me?
Yeah,
the hell is that shit?
I kind of was at fault for it because I told Rain to bet on Brian because I really thought Brian was going to win. And technically, he should have won. He really had Travie Patty.
It was a
bad beat. Exactly. Allie also put some bad bets out there. She had a few bones down there on Benny Boy. That's not really like you can't blame. That's just a give or take. You know, it could have happened to anybody. It was the top 2 fighters.
Was it Benny versus Midas?
Benny versus Midas. 2 versus 3. I mean, that's just tough.
Listen,
that is
I've
tough.
said it. Benny, when he's on his game, is arguably the best fighter in this league.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's not, it's tough. It's tough to take Benny. You don't know which one you're getting. Like sometimes you don't know which one you're getting.
Last couple of weeks, he's not looked too good.
I know, Benny. You're slipping, dude. You got to step it up. Put in like a little bit of time in that training room, and maybe follow a Carter training and go punch some walls.
Yeah, Carter's got a few he's training right now. Another bad beat that Ali had was on Brian, and then Rain also said my worst beats were on Brian. So me and you are kind of costing a lot of people money.
We
Not
gotta,
good.
We got to fix that.
Yeah, we
gotta fix that. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna get this fixed.
At least yours was close. Mine was like.
At least I only did it once.
Yeah, I lost like 4 times in a row because I literally couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't accept the fact that I was losing so bad.
Wait, did anybody actually bet against you and make a lot of money?
Oh well, you don't really make money though because I was the underdog every single time.
So you don't really make shit.
No, not really.
But they did bet against
Yeah,
you.
a lot of people. I was the underdog every single time. So it's not like it was more the people were like, I think Wyatt is a dog that has a chance. I was not a dog that has a chance. I was a Pomeranian going up against a Tibetan Mastiff.
Not only that, you were a Pomeranian that had 3 legs and was blind, and then going up against a Mastiff.
The best kind.
Tripod?
The best kind.
Yeah, tripod.
100%
tripod.
Tripod? New nickname? Tripod?
So
Tripod?
Yeah, fighting name, tripod. Yeah.
Why a tripod bad?
I'm honestly okay with that because it kind of translates into something else that I'd be like to if somebody says tripod at
stick
the
up
bar,
your ass?
The opposite.
The
side.
long
the other,
stick up your ass.
the other
Step
way
out of your
around.
mouth.
The note like the
stick down
think
your.
Think about it. Mike,
Your stripper pole.
The
Leonardo
long,
da Vinci had a drawing where he had the.
Oh, you're talking about your
Are
long
you talking about
tongue.
Mona Lisa?
I'm talking about the.
Mona
Long
Lisa.
tongue.
You know, it doesn't really matter. We don't have to go
Your
into
tits.
it. Not those. We don't have to talk.
I was
about
going to say something.
Either way, Grab My Banner Boxing Championship number 6 was a huge success. I know it was only me there this time because we had to move it up because I was going on vacation. But next week, next boxing tournament, I am so fucking excited to get these boys on here because the way the betting worked, it made it so much more fun. It flowed so much more smoothly, and it's going to be really cool to be able to have everybody interacting with the bettors and the bets, what's going on, all that different type of shit. Obviously, we might be betting as well with our actual bones, but either way, it was a big success. Thank you to everyone who participated. Now, if you're trying to get in to Grab My Banner Boxing Championship number 7, you got to start giving your call-outs out there. You got to start trying to move up in your positions. Brian's already done 2 call-outs so far in the show. You guys got to get out there and start training, calling people out, trying to get ready for Grab My Banner Boxing Championship number 7. Because here's the thing. If Coochie Lord can't make it, you've got a wide-open number 1 spot. It's like the Wild West all over again. So make sure you do that. This should just about wrap up the show because not too much else to talk about for now, but get ready for Grab My Banner Boxing Championship number 7, and don't forget to check out episode number 22 of the Grab My Banner podcast that is available right now. What's up, Brian?
I do want to clarify one of my call-outs with Midas. I'm not calling him out for the position on the chart. I'm just calling him out for the best Pathfinder boxer in the.
So that'll be like an exhibition.
Exhibition, Pathfinder versus Pathfinder, 1 round. Winner is the best Pathfinder in the Discord.
1 round? You're talking about getting
1 round.
lucky.
No, we need 5.
That's
That's a
a
5
5.
round.
Listen, 5, that's fine. I'll dominate him for 5 straight rounds.
All right, 5 rounds it is.
All right, so that'll just about wrap it up for the show. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next week.
Yeet.